Old Donny. He's played a blinder, he has, yeah. Donald Trump, the President Dum-Dum of the United States. Yes, he's played a blinder. Completely and utterly blind to the effects of his tariffs. Either that or he doesn't fucking care. Well, you see, there are some benefits to tariffs. You get to watch the MAGA farmers squirm while their farms, go bankrupt. But you see, they've been here before. They didn't learn their lesson. They voted for Donald Trump again. It's madness. That is a sign of madness. Doing the same thing after you're supposed to have learnt the first time, doing it again and again and again. Well, Caroline Levit, the press secretary, she was asked about compensation. You know, like they got last time when Donald Trump put the tariffs on when he was the 45th President of the United States. Cost around $26 billion, it did. All the money that was gained in tariffs was handed to the farmers. And that's Donny for you. He likes destroying the stuff, because that's what he's always done. 6 casinos bankrupt. Great businessman, wouldn't you say? No. Well, you see, you're going through it again. And he was asked, Caroline Levitt was asked about this compensation, about some form of relief. And she says, relief is being considered, she says. But it's not being delivered. It's not on its way either. She says it's being considered. Dancing around on the head of a pin she was. It's like she kind of made it up as she goes along. It's like she was caught out and she had to answer a question. Which surprised me she didn't know what the questions are, because they normally do. Well, if you ask me, nothing screams confidence like vague, hand-wavy statements, you know. Not little tiny hands, if you're Donald Trump, that is. Sort of vague, hand-wavy statements like that. While farmers, actual human beings, apparently, you know, they might be MAGA, but, you know, they've got to feed your nation and all that, you know. They've got lives and that as well. They've got families, and they just voted against their own best interests because they have a hard of thing. They can't help it if they're stupid. Stupid is as stupid does, you know. Sorry, I'll just say it as I see it. You do something feckin' stupid, but then you're stupid. You don't know your own industry. We had the same problem in the United Kingdom with the feckin' Brexit, and you're doing exactly the same. Cut your nose off to spite your face because Donald Trump's the Messiah, but he's not the Messiah, he's just a naughty little boy. And he is, yeah. Well, this trade war between the United States and China is just getting deeper and deeper and deeper, more retaliatory. And the farmers are the ones who are getting, well, sidelined by the government, really. This is what they voted for. Donald Trump pretty much told them during his campaign rallies. He pretty much said what he was going to do. So why do you expect any less, really? So, the prices are plummeting on foodstuffs because you haven't got a market. The warehouses are now overflowing because you haven't got a market. And you farmers are staring at your spreadsheets, looking at your expenditure, your seed and fertilisers, etc., and machinery, the finance. And it's like a feckin' horror film. And the White House's grand response, yeah, we might think about it. Possibly, eventually. Maybe. Bloody marvellous, eh? Well, Caroline Levit, she pops up to give the most non-committal statement since "I'll text you later." And the Secretary of Agriculture has spoken to the President, and she says, as if that's some monumental step. Nothing's going to happen. No, you've been there before. You will need compensation, the farmers will, because they will collapse. And then where are you? See, the farmers are struggling. Oh, shame. The relief is being considered. What does that even mean? Are they weighing it up against, maybe a new golf cart for the Mar-a-Lago? Maybe. Meanwhile, back in the real world, American farmers, the same ones that were promised they'd be winning so much, well, they're sick of it now. Many of them are waking up and realising that Donald Trump isn't the Messiah after all. And they're just stuck with their soybeans. They can't even shift them. And the debts are piling up. They can't pay them. The banks will start taking control. There should be a transfer of land and what have you to the super wealthy again. It will be the big corporation farmers that take over. Not the family farms, no. But sure, it will all take time, I know. But let's consider it, because that's the kind of swift, decisive leadership that we all come to expect. Slow clap! Like I say, bloody marvellous. It's a disgrace, and they've voted for it. So what can you say, It's called democracy, apparently. The farmers voted for it. They voted for their own demise. And once it's gone, it's gone. Because once these corporations own thousands of acres of land, you're not going to get it back again. Nope. That'll be it. Anyway, what say you? Please leave it in the comments down below. But if you want to support Johnny, do it. Patreon and Buyers, I've got your links down below. Also, there's a boop. The whole like button. Maybe share my videos. Toodaloo.